How's everyone over here doing? Good? We're gonna have a great show. All right, first of all, thank you for letting me practice my comedy routine with all of you. My Netflix special is coming out next week, so should all right. And then I woke up, but you never know, one day. So we live in one of the best communities, I think, in my opinion, Baltimore community. It's just a fantastic Jewish community, don't we? We got the biggest kosher supermarket in the world. Everyone know that? 7 Mile Island, whatever, 7 Mile Market, whatever. It's awesome. It's bigger than Pomegranate. I think we beat it out by like 10 feet or something like that. But it can be a war zone. Anyone go there on Erev Shabbos, Erev Pesach? Anyone ever go there on Erev Pesach? Don't. I made that mistake. It's a battleground. Let me tell you something. They should honestly hand out, right when you get in, they should hand out like maps and like a battle strategy when you come in with walkie-talkies. Like, you know, there's someone coming in right over here. Do you copy? I'm in lane 3. There's a woman coming at me with a tiffle, and her shopping cart is filled to the sky. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Do you copy? What do you? Yes, I copy. Go to lane 4. It's clear. We need a battle plan if you go there. And Erev Pesach, it's Erev Shabbos, it's bad. But they actually started to get a little bit more sophisticated. Lately, they've started to do the self-checkout, the self-help checkout, as I like to call it. You know, we're getting a little bit more advanced. We're basically doing the work that they're supposed to do for them. But it's kind of funny sometimes seeing like Jewish men that are like supposed to be, you know, like high corporate lawyers or CEOs, and when it suddenly says that you hear that little thing of like, for items without a barcode, please press the item lookup number, and then all of a sudden they just look like they have no idea what to do. It's like, where's my wife? What do I press? What do I press? You know, and then like, you know, bananas. For bananas, please press. And there's like 5 different selections of bananas, and you don't know like which one to press. Like, what do I do? And this guy's just looking really confused. What do I press? Please enter the quantity of bananas. Do I count each individual banana? Is it the whole? It just starts to get very confusing. That's 7 Mile Market in a nutshell. All right. But we're a very funny religion. We got a lot of quirks. We got a lot of great quirks. I feel like every holiday has its own little quirks. All right, this might sound a little bit bad, but I think even Tisha B'Av, you can find some funny things if you kind of look hard enough. So, you know, there's a custom, everyone on Tisha B'Av kind of sits low, like on the floor. So I always get a kick out of like the types of chairs that people bring in. You know, so some of us like bring these like little chairs that like, you know, you haven't sat in since you were like 3 years old. And then people come in with this like, a whole like beach chair. And it's like you know, it's like a Tisha B'Av vacation. They're sitting there, they're like lounging out. I'm like, they just need like a margarita in their hand or something. They look like they could be on vacation. But I'll tell you, the real people sit on the floor. Those are like the real men, you know? But I've started to notice something, that after they've been sitting on the floor for like 3 or 4 hours, I can start to tell how old they are by how long it takes them to get up, you know? So like you see like the little spring, you know, like this little, you know, pops up in 2 seconds, and I'm like, all right, that guy's 23, you know? And then you see some of this. All right, he's 49. All right, that was a little too autobiographical, but all right. But every holiday has its quirks. Hoshannahs. I'm almost done. I'm the opening act. I promise we're going to get to Ellie in a minute. Hoshannahs. I always, anyone, you know, we go around and with like with the sticks, and it's especially in a big shul. It's like the gabbai kind of comes out, and he's kind of like becomes like a traffic cop. He's like, okay, so this section, you know, we go around with our lulav and our esrog. This section's going to go around the bima, and this section's going to go around like the whole outer perimeter, and then this section's going to go outside the whole like block, and you know, it's like, and we'll do this in an orderly fashion. Whenever they say an orderly fashion, it's not going to be an orderly fashion. And the minute it starts, Hoshana le'malcha, it basically becomes like the 695 during rush hour. Like, just nobody's moving, and everyone's just kind of sitting there, like the guy behind me is just like poking me in the back of my head with his Hoshana, Hoshana le'malcha. And I'm like, all right. And then all of a sudden at the very end, like the last Hoshana, it suddenly clears up and there's like a sprint around the whole, everyone like finally finishes, so, all right. Something, I came a little bit prepared. All right, just in case it wasn't going so good. L'chaim, l'chaim. All right. I'm channeling my inner Chabad chassid over here. You got any Menachem Mendels over here? Any, yeah, all right. All right. So I'll tell you something just before I finish, because I do love Chabad. I think they're awesome. But they basically make up holidays about everything, right? They have like, they kind of like make up, it's basically, I called it a Verbring It On. They basically like make up this whole thing to like have a l'chaim and basically drink. Like this Rebbe, on 19th of Kislev, he got out of this jail. The fourth Rebbe got out of this prison on like the Chaf Daled, whatever. Yud Gimel Sivan, the third Rebbe, was sent to his room without dinner. And when he emerged from being grounded, let's make a Verbringen. All right. All right, I'm kind of losing you. I got a whole bunch of other material, but I do want to leave time for Ellie. And I think my ADD is kicking in anyways. So anyone here with ADD? Yeah. All right. There's probably more of you, but I probably lost you already after a few jokes, I'll tell you something. I did go to a therapist actually for my ADD. This is actually a true story. Then he's coming on. And I told him, I have ADD, I'm all over the place. And he said, okay, you should read this book called Driven to Distraction. It'll help you. It's like a practical workbook, So, all right, so I think I'm like getting this like 100-page workbook or something, He gives me it's like a 400 or 500 page book in small print. Like this is like this is a Stephen King novel. Like this is just, and I'm thinking to myself, this is what he's given to someone with ADD. So I feel like the last sentence of that book should have been, if you've gotten it this far, you don't have ADD. All right, with that note, we have a fantastic comedian. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to practice on you guys tonight.